I'm from Nekota and I love listening to Today FM.
My name is Stanley Girdler and I'm from Australia, but I'm part Fijian from Rugby, and I love listening to Today FM Rocks.
For the best music and less talk, we tune into Today FM in Nasalai Village. Today FM rocks.
My name is Inai Ali and I'm from Ba, and I love the big breakfast on Today FM. I just love it and hope you love it too.
My name is Jay from Lambasa. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Naushin and I'm from Sambeto, and I love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Good evening, I'm Amrita Priyadarshini and this is FPC News. Tonight, climate change tops the agenda for Prime Minister in 2017. Investigations continue into Nasese bus fire as company plans to refleet. And we meet the baby of the year. A nation of less than a million people being given the job of forging a plan of action for the entire global community of 7.4 billion people is a phenomenal achievement. Prime Minister Bainimarama made the comment while delivering his New Year's message yesterday. He was referring to Fiji's presidency of COP23. The Prime Minister has also promised a continuation of the service delivery to the people and the continuing reforms that has produced the longest running period of economic growth in Fijian history. Roland Koroi reports.
2017 will be a busy year for the Prime Minister as he will be travelling the world trying to convince leaders to join the fight against climate change. This is the first time that Fiji has been entrusted with the presidency of the UN's climate change meeting to be held in Germany, and according to Bainimarama, Fiji will represent not just its citizens and Pacific neighbours but all others from low-lying vulnerable areas of the world.
It recognizes the increasing respect that Fiji enjoys, whether it is for our disproportionate contribution to UN peacekeeping, our capacity building in our island neighbors, our sporting prowess, or the growing collection of Fijian-made quality goods and services that are penetrating markets throughout the world. It recognizes our leadership role in the Pacific and on behalf of small island developing states everywhere.
Bainimarama says the presidency is a wonderful opportunity for Fiji and that he is confident that all Fijians will support him.
The rest of the world is looking to us for leadership, and we intend to provide it. Not only at COP23 and all the negotiations leading up to it, but at the World Ocean Summit in June.
Assurances have also been given that equal weight will be given to ongoing works here in Fiji by the government in 2017.
So my New Year message to my ministers and MPs and the nation's civil servants is that we must redouble our efforts in 2017 to serve our own people, while at the same time doing everything we possibly can to fulfill our duty to the world to make COP23 and the Ocean Summit an unqualified success.
With all that Fiji has been through in 2016, the Prime Minister is adamant that Fijians will rise to make 2017 a more successful year.
My fellow Fijians, 2017 is a year of immense challenge, but I'm confident that the Fijian spirit, the Fijian character, is more than a match for that challenge. And as a nation, we humbly ask for God's blessing as we embark on the great crusade that lies ahead. My wife Mary joins me in wishing you every happiness in 2017. And may God bless our beloved Fiji.
Roland Koroi, FBC News.
A man's body was found in his compound at Lokia Landing in Koronivia this morning. Police spokesperson Anna Naisora says the man was found by his neighbour. Naisora says it's too early to speculate the circumstances surrounding the death and that a post-mortem will be conducted to ascertain the cause of death. She adds that it's also too early to speculate if it's related to a robbery. Now, 4 people are still admitted at the Lambasa hospital following an accident in Vunivambua yesterday that killed a mother and a son. 6 people were travelling to Nambawalu from Lambasa yesterday morning to board a boat back to Suva when the vehicle they were in went off-road. Vikashni Devi, whose parents and 2 children are still admitted at the Lambasa hospital, says her daughter received serious injuries to her leg, while her parents and son received minor injuries. She says her family had gone to Lambasa to visit her elderly grandmother and were returning to Suva when the incident happened.
My father was driving the car and the horse came in front of them. He was saving the horse and just cut the car and he gone out of road.
The Nasese Buses Limited is planning to buy 20 more buses after one caught fire yesterday afternoon at Lodhala Bay Road. While police and NFA are still investigating the incident to ascertain the cause of fire, Director Nasese Buses Limited Jake Kumar says they are trying to get rid of all their old buses.
We check all the buses in the morning and then it goes on the road. We're putting off old buses off the road and we're buying new buses now. We have to find it out from the fire people. They'll check the bus and then they'll let you know.
The Fiji Police Traffic Department is hoping that road users will change their mindsets this year to lessen the number of road fatalities. In 2016, a total of 65 people died on Fiji roads, 5 more than 2015. Ali Kimbia reports.
Last month alone, 5 people died on our roads. This trend has got the Police Traffic Department worried.
We have lost 5 lives during this festive period. Again, it's not only the Fiji Police Force, it is entire the road safety enablers, and the major players are the communities.
The road death toll in 2016 stands at 60 compared to 65 in 2015. Misra says many accidents are due to drivers' attitudes.
What we have found out that it is just the mere carelessness and disregarding of traffic rules and traffic laws that have caused so many deaths on our road.
The police director traffic is hoping that things will change for the new year.
Pedestrians would have acted responsibly. So again, we are looking forward for a better year for 2017.
The Fiji Police Force will continue to find ways and avenues to minimize and prevent road fatalities for this year. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Vacant Itoke titles need to be sorted out as soon as possible. The directive has been made by the Ministry of Itoke Affairs. As Ali Kimbia reports, once again, the ministry believes this will enable a smooth transition of the new village bylaws.
The Ministry of Itoke Affairs will ensure that vacant chiefly titles are filled before the final document of the village bylaws is introduced in villages.
That is one of the requirements that needs to be done. And we have already discussed this in the 14th Provincial Council meeting this year, where we have highlighted to each province the vacant titles in each province.
With many titles being disputed by the Vanua, Naipote Katuni Tumbua says this may lead to the continuous breach of the laws that are in place.
Yes, it's a contributing factor where there is no visionary leader on the ground to deliberate and discuss issues that are of importance to each toka-toka, Matangali Nabusa. And we are hoping that by June next year, we should be able to see the major improvements of the filling of the vacant posts.
The Itoke Affairs has stressed in various provincial meetings that these vacant chiefly titles need to be filled, as this will also assist in the protection of culture and traditions. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
After the break on FBC News, find out who our successful Fijian is for this week. In FBC's New Year's Eve bash, a huge success. Stay with us.
Oya wasiara salabuki may nakaulebu na kiala kilebu au saborong tunga en radio Fiji 1 nando may biti na po ang ganbiyan yato.
Ebi nakabeyaw radio Fiji 1 nando may biti na po ang ganbiyan na evangolite ay rakiraki.
Kay mami na marama ni Northland. Kay mami daw talenta ka na radio Fiji 1 nando may biti na po ang ganbiyan yato.
Na radio Fiji 1 nando may biti na po ang ganbiyan yato.
Welcome back to FBC News. Police are still looking for a man who allegedly assaulted and raped a 23-year-old girl along Holland Street in Suva in broad daylight on Friday. It is alleged the woman was attacked by a man while walking along the road in front of the Lakshmi Narayan temple. The student is admitted at the CWM hospital. Anyone with information is requested to call Crime Stoppers on 919 or 9905 646. It was a joyous day for 5 mothers who welcomed their newborns on New Year's Day today at the CWM hospital. Luisa Vasuinumbu, who gave birth to the baby of the year, says she did not expect to give birth on the first day of 2017. Anna Ravulo has more.
Luisa Vasuinumbu was the first mother to give birth on New Year's Day in the Central Division. Vasuinumbu says she did not expect to give birth to the baby of the year.
My due date was 23rd Friday, which was last week, and I was overdue, and then it came to be New Year's Day.
Vasuinumbu adds that all along she thought she was going to have a baby boy.
We was expecting a boy, but I didn't know it was a baby girl, and I'm so blessed, and I'm happy for getting a baby girl.
While she thought she was going to have a baby boy, the mother is ecstatic for her daughter, and having her on this day is an added bonus.
Yes, I'm so blessed. I just want to say thank you, Lord, for giving me strength and power so that I can deliver her on New Year's Day.
Vasuinumbu says she was glad to be overdue for a few days to be the Mother of the Year for 2017 and give birth to a healthy baby girl. Anna Ravulo, FBC News.
And tonight, Successful Fijian, we take a look at one of the longest serving feminists in the country. Known to many, especially women in rural Fiji, Sharon Bhagwan Rolls has been leading the charge in trying to improve the lives of rural women who have been deprived of certain rights. Ali Kimbia spoke to Sharon and tells us that she intends to continue the work she's been doing in 2017.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
At 50 years of age, Sharon Bhagwan Rolls is thankful that she was able to take up a career which she was always passionate about at an early age.
I really joined the women's movement in 1986 through the YWCA, and it really crafted the way I view my feminism as one that is about gender justice, human rights, peace, and your faith.
With a heart and soul that drives towards promoting equality, Rolls never regretted any decision she made to achieve her dream.
Being a person who's had an opportunity to go to school in Fiji and New Zealand because of my parents' investment in our education, it's given me that spectrum of seeing what the world can be and what too many go without.
Sharon says her family played a big role in molding and supporting her to give back to society.
To have parents who continued to guide you, continued to be there for you, no matter what choices you make, it's very important for me in different times of my life.
Being one of the longest serving feminists, Rolls says a major success for her was the launch of the Family and Community Radio.
It started back in 2003 after our community video work to kind of look at what can we be doing with radio as a very cost-effective tool and to reach women.
Sharon says for 2017, people around the country should work together to protect women and further promote equality in every society and communities. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Successful Fijians was brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
Mission accomplished. That's how organizers of the Fiji Broadcasting Corporation are describing its New Year's Eve bash that happened in Suva and Lautoka yesterday. According to the FBC event officer, Serafina Wedlock, one of their main aims was to put a smile on the faces of those who suffered the onslaught and aftermath of TC Winston and the subsequent flooding. Roland Koroi reports the Today FM and FBC 3112 in Suva and the Mirchi FM and Bull FM New Year's Eve bash in Lautoka achieved just that.
FBC's New Year's Eve street parties have become a hit and something to look forward to every year. This year was more special. Natural disasters that left many homeless and without loved ones prompted organizers to have one party in the Western Division for those worst affected. And the idea was a hit. They came out in the thousands. Music, entertainment and food. Many needed little encouragement to groove to the beat.
I'm glad that we have achieved that because families and friends came out in numbers to the event, and we were really glad with all that's happened in 2016, mostly the disasters that happened. This was a good way for them to actually come out, forget that for a while, and actually herald in 2017.
The large crowd in Suva were not to be outdone. Families brought their loved ones and everyone, young and old, took to the dance floor. Well, in this case, the street, to dance 2016 away and welcome 2017.
Our events have always garnered a big number to any of the events that we've had. So partly unexpected, but we were glad that they did come out in huge numbers. And it just goes to show that everyone looks forward to the New Year's Eve, and especially in Suva and the West, having have it there for the first time this year. We were really, really glad that we achieved the big numbers.
Large LED screens were on site to show those in Suva what the party was like in the West and vice versa.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, 2017 is an year of action and a year of travel for me.
For my friends, I miss them now. I can't wait for the school to open.
Just to be a better person and to be a shining light in a world that is more and more in crisis.
Just to become more fit, I just want to wish everyone a Happy New Year. Thank you very much.
And as the clock struck at midnight, it was time to rein in the new year, Fiji style. Loud music and lots of water, complemented by fireworks.
The 3112 Bash, the annual Bash, and that is just the hype that's happening in Lautoka and also in Suva.
Goodbye 2016 and welcome 2017. Roland Koroi, FBC News.
Coming up in sports, Kauvesi needs more time with family, says O'Connor. And battle on to make Ulu Nakau Sevens team. These stories and more after the break.
It's me Simster here, right from the Reykjavik town. और सुबह ब्रेकफास्ट शो में मैं सुनता हूँ जब ब्रेकफास्ट शो में रहता है अश्नील और संगीता के साथ इसी के साथ सुनते सुनते 11 से 2 भाभी दी का शो जितेन शामिल you know something Reykjavik मिर्ची एफएम is hot.
मैं हूँ श्वेता दुकुशा नर्सरी से लोग देखते हैं ईद का चांद लेकिन मेरा चांद तो मिर्ची एफएम है
हमारा नाम जाबिर है हम कोर्निविया नसोरी में रहता है मिर्ची एफएम हम सब टाइम सुनता है मिर्ची एफएम बहुत जुलूम है मिर्ची एफएम इज हॉट
मिर्ची एफएम इट्स हॉट
Welcome to FBC Sports. The Fiji Rugby Union says Fiji Sevens manager Ropate Kauvesi decided to step down from his post because he wants to spend more time with his family. CEO John O'Connor told FBC Sports they will formalize everything next week when the new coach, Gareth Baber, arrives in the country. O'Connor says they will also appoint the new manager for the Fiji Sevens team for the remaining of the Sevens World Series. In his tweet yesterday, Kauvesi acknowledged former coach Ben Ryan and interim coach Nathanieli Dhawanimbuka. Former Fijian Sevens coach Ben Ryan replied, Ropate Kauvesi was simply an awesome manager and so integral to recent success. South Medavui also took to Twitter commending Kauvesi for the job well done. Kauvesi has been with the Vodafone Fiji Sevens team since 2013, with former coach Ben Ryan as manager. When contacted today by FBC Sports, Kauvesi said he wanted to enjoy the New Year celebration and could not comment. Well, players are fighting for a spot in the Ulinakau Sevens team as they prepare for the Manaway Coral Coast Sevens tournament later this month. The Ulinakau side invited the Yasawa Newnet rugby team for a friendly match yesterday to select their final team. Melita Vanga reports.
Club President Epi Kolinivala says they are aiming to continue the momentum into the new year.
Our aim this next 2017 is to try and have better gradings on the Coral Coast and win the Coral Coast Sevens competition.
Kolinivala says they want to pick the best players because they know the tournament will be tough.
Best to pick up the team, and we have some to identify some talents that are untapped talents, so that's what we're working on.
He is also overwhelmed with the performances of the boys on and off the field.
But at the moment we are on the right track. Most of the boys have given their time, sacrifice to be in this festive season to keep up with the training program.
The Ulinakau side will have their fitness test next Tuesday, and the squad of 24 will be cut to 12 before they move into camp. Melita Vanga, FBC Sports.
The draws for the South America Rugby Sevens that kicks off 6th and 7th of next month in Uruguay will see the Fiji Barber Sevens in Group A with Canada, Chile and Colombia. Group B will feature Argentina, Brazil, Uruguay and USA. Meanwhile, Fiji Barbers will face Colombia in their first match at 9:40 a.m. next Saturday. Fiji's second match is against Chile at 12:20 p.m. and Fiji's last game is against Canada at 3:20 p.m. next Saturday. The tournament is scheduled to be played on the 6th and 7th of next month in Uruguay and 14th and 15th January in Chile. The Fiji Barber Sevens squad will depart our shores next week. Following their golden moments in Rio, 4 New Zealand athletes all been named members of the New Zealand Order of Merit in this year's New Year's Honours List. Fine weather continued today with sunshine over the whole country. We take a look at temperatures, and all centres recorded 30 degrees today, except for Ba, which was the warmest at 32 degrees. The weather may change tomorrow, so keep those umbrellas handy. Rain is expected. The further outlook is for a few showers across the country. At sea, fresh southeast winds 15 to 20 knots and moderate swells. Recapping the main stories, climate change tops the agenda for Prime Minister in 2017. Investigations continue into Nasese bus fire as company plans to refleet. An FPC New Year's Eve party a huge success. For these stories and others, tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. Now to our poll question. Do we need to control the number of cars on our roads? To answer, visit our FPC website. Send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email, citizens@fbc.com.fj, or share it with us via our Facebook page. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or simply #FBC News. Now we leave you with pictures from FBC's New Year's Eve bash in Suva and Lautoka last night. Happy New Year and bye for now.
Four, three, two, one, Happy New Year!